What's happening, everybody? This is James, back with you once again. Today we're going to be doing another hat video. This time we're going to be working with SISER EASYWEED. Okay, so we're going to be showing you how easy it is with 360 IQ to go ahead and create a hat with vinyl you may have at home and come up with these custom results here that you can pop on your website if you're into the hat game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the settings and get to the pressing. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, support the channel. Again, we got new gear that just popped on the website, ESENTLbrand.com. We're just a new brand trying to get out there. We need a little exposure. Hook us up. So let's go ahead and jump into this. A lot of these hats you see here might actually pop on the website, but I'm showing you how they kind of get done here and the process of how to do so. If you don't have one of these hat presses yet, I'm going to have a description in the link to go ahead and get one of these. This is one of the best machines you can have in your arsenal if you're trying to get into the hat game, mask game, beanie game, tags on shirt game. This thing could do a lot of stuff. So get you one. It's worth the price. Don't hesitate. Got any questions? Hit me up. All right, you guys. So today we're working again with the yupoong hats. This one here is the Curvebill Style. Now you'll notice with these, whenever you're creating your design, the bills are a lot shorter. So these, as opposed to your flat bill style, the bills are a lot higher. I can usually get up to a 2 3/4 inch design height on these hats, whereas with these ones, I typically have to keep them under 2 1/4. 2 1/2 would kind of be stretching, you know, height wise. So always make sure you're making your designs accordingly so they fit just right. So obviously I showed you this design in the beginning. This isn't the color hat we're going to be doing now, just because this was a sample that I got. I wanted to test it, see how it came out. Now that I know how this looks, you know, I can go ahead and order some more, you know, of this color hat or these hats in general. This is a 5-panel hat. I personally like 5-panel hats when it comes to vinyl or anything that's thinner on this material. The next video coming up, you know, that I just created too, features the soft foam cad-cut from Stalls. That one is a little bit thicker, more of a 3D dimensional type product. So you can use that on a 6-panel or you can use that on a 5-panel. But because I don't want any seams running down the middle of my hat, I usually go 5 panels when it comes to vinyl, so that you don't have some wicked looking seam there that has the vinyl sucked into it. So here we're going to use the, you know, 5-panel flat bill. You know, of course, working with a white design, that's going to look good with the white mesh. So again, as always, you know, make sure you take this paper out, fold this thing over. Now make sure you always place your hats just right. You know, you want to make sure you're getting a nice tight fit. It's already kind of tight, but kind of, you know, pull down, work it, you know, get it in there. And what I usually like to do ahead of time is I want to kind of get a little heat on this thing. So I'm going to put this down here, my silicone pad, and I'm going to always make sure you're clearing your bill when it comes to this heat element, so you're not scorching or burning the side of your bill. Of course, I got this here, so I'm going to give it a quick, you know, 5-6 second press. Okay, that's going to help kind of seat the hat a little bit. Go ahead and pull down a little more. So your hat's nice and seated now. That's kind of critical. So there's no flop at all in this hat that we're working with right now, okay? Pressure is going to be a big deal, okay? So for SISER EASYWEED, this is what I got going on. I've got about a 6 to 7 pressure. I would say with this material here, 7 is good on your pressure. I set the first dial here. The first timer is your heat up placement timer. So you can set that, you know, you can set that to 6 to 10 seconds if you want. enough to heat the hat up to where it's a little bit more maneuverable and it kind of seats the contour of the platen itself. My second timer, because I'm using a silicone pad, SISER EASYWEED is normally 15 seconds, but because I'm using a silicone pad here, you know, I'm going to add an additional 10 to 12 seconds because I'm using this pad. We need to allow the pad to be able to heat up so that it then transfers to the vinyl underneath it. So add an additional 10 to 12 seconds when you're using this pad. If for some reason it doesn't lay down completely when you use this pad, just, you know, lay it down for another, you know, 10 seconds or so. You should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got 30. I'm going to increase that dwell time to 32 and then hit the check mark. So again, we've got 305 on the top, and on the bottom I'm using 100 degrees for vinyl. I'm just giving the lower platen just a little bit of heat. You know, with vinyl it's mostly top heat you want, but in this case I've got 100 on the bottom, 305 on the top, and of course you'll see that, you know, this platen can fluctuate 5 or so degrees. Right now it's reading 310 over 100, but 305 is where we're at. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to take this here. Now, because I've already heated this up, I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is on 2. So make sure you got that going on. I'm going to go ahead and give this just a slight fold, just so I know where that center is. I already gave it too much of a fold. Kind of place your design where you want it. Boom, that looks good. You can kind of hold it in place just a little bit. It kind of sticks on its own. Go ahead and take your silicone, lay it down. If you want, you can use heat tape. I think once you lay that silicone down, you should be good. Go ahead and, as you see here, I'm at a 7 pressure, good to go. So 32 seconds, and we're going to take this out. SISER EASYWEED, of course, is a hot peel or a cold peel. I usually kind of let it get a little warm, and then I peel. If you got a business that you guys do, you know, where you're hustling hats, post it in the comments. I'd like to check it out, see what you guys got going on. All right, so we're gonna lift that up. Everything looks beautiful. So I'm gonna take this off. As you can see there, before we peel, there's the design. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of set that over there. I'm gonna take this and just kind of cool it off just a little bit. And that's the beautiful thing. There's no scorch marks, nothing, no crazy stuff. This hat press is just ridiculously amazing. I get great results every time. So now we've got a nice warm thing, and we're gonna go ahead and peel. Everything's looking beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That rocks. Let me zoom in on that. Boom, look at that. Clean. So there you go. SISER EASYWEED on a hat. Of course, you can, you know, try any vinyl that's out there. You know, you could try cad-cut. You could try, you know, the silly, you know, what is that? Cricut stuff that you can get at Michael's, and you can use, you know, B-Flex. So there it is, vinyl. That's how you do it. So there you go. Once again, another video showing you how you can customize your hats with simple to use vinyl. Really cool designs that you can drop on your website and profit from. So again, this is James. This is ESENTL Apparel. Check out our merchandise if you're interested in a new brand coming up. And until the next video, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.